All right, let me get this set up here. But although it's kind of weird that it's still going, but oh well. Welcome back there, Brandon Cornwell and Jesse Jackhammer. And welcome back there, Sly. And let me get my pop-out chat. I'm not entirely sure, but it wasn't my internet. If it was my internet, I probably would not be back. I probably would have just been done for the night. I probably would have announced it over the phone. I probably would have announced it over my phone, but that's about it, though. But, okay. Let me just reach out to... Or what is it? If you have like extra programs opened on your phone, see if you can refresh it, or you can restart your phone. Because I find that like when I do that, it'll work much better. Although if it has anything to do with your internet, maybe I can see that. But otherwise, if it does, oh no. Well, I hope one of these days you get a phone that works, or at the very least, you get a service that works. Oh, okay, so you've had... Oh, well, even still, I really wish your phone worked as well as it should. It's... Although I guess it could be your internet service or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I knew. Yeah. That is extremely frustrating, though. Anyway, where's Dragonheart? I can't even find Dragonheart now. Understandable, though. I don't know, Jesse. I wish I knew, but I don't. Oh, there he is. I couldn't find him, though. There he is. I was trying to reach out to Dragonheart, but I just couldn't find his DM until just now. But yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Super DK guy. All right, now we can get started. Now we can continue. So far nobody has been beaten yet. Anyway, nice counter by Kasumi. Anyway, nice reversal there by Kasumi. Ooh. Henriette. Anyway, a tag right to Emma off the ropes. And a body splash. And then, sent over the top rope was Emma. And then Emma just got punched into the face, but then one right back to, right to Chun-Li. And a low drop kick to Chun-Li. That'll definitely do. I gotta say, if you can work on the legs, if you take out Chun-Li's legs, you take out a major part of her offense. And now Chun-Li with a quick tag to Mai, who certainly does not lack power when it comes to kicking. And, well, went for a senton, but got the knees instead. And a Hurricane Rana. And now Mai, summoning the strength that she has, takes down Emma. And now Emma in trouble with a swift kick. And a tag right to Kasumi. And then Kasumi going for, well, a double arm suplex, but countered, only to drop the knee on the canvas by accident, but a stomp right to the gut of Kasumi. And now Kasumi with a small package pin. One, nope. And wow, nice jumping cutter. I mean, the coordination that you have to hit the move like that. And nope, nice counter by Mai. Anyway, nice modified crossbody. 1, 2. Ooh, almost got her. Well, I hope that you guys are enjoying this, even in spite of the troubles with either internet or, for some of you, the phones or just the YouTube app. Although I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube is being crap today. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, a pin. 1. Nope. Okay, awesome there, Captain Danger. Well, thank you, Mr. Cornwell. I appreciate the kind words. And then, ooh, nice counter. Awesome. Well, awesome for Sly, but I appreciate that. Well, I give Goku credit for, but now Chun-Li rolls out of the ring. And now Chun-Li trying to get her bearings back in. And a hot shot that takes her out. And decides to go after Chun-Li outside. Oh, thank you so much there, Goku. All right, so after Dragonheart, okay, so Brandon's in the chat. So yeah, Brandon, if you stay in, I'll get you your bonus match, my friend. And then a Dragon Stunner, just like her dad. And then finally sends her inside the ring. Now goes for the cover. Nope, not even a 1 count, as it was broken up by Mai. And Mai gets right back onto the outside. And again, just wonderful athleticism. And then finally a tag to Emma. And then, ooh, and a throat thrust right to Emma. And now, ooh, a forearm right to the back, but then Emma was going to go for a drop kick, but missed. And now Chun-Li using her kicks. and a few punches that she has, and a flapjack, an elevated flapjack, and a pin. 1, 2. Ooh, that was close. And then a tag to Mai. And then a dragon cutter. And then sent into the dragon quarter. And now they're going to set up for something. And it looks like Kasumi's going to fly like the dragon that she is. Oh, but then Mai fights out of the corner. Off the ropes. Drop kick. A spin kick. And a running knee. And that might do it. Well, it probably would have done it had it not been for Chun-Li. Then a spinning kick of her own by Mai. The capital? Oh, I think you meant to say the captain, but yeah, I get you. And now Kasumi going up to the top. And a Dragon Rana. Well, that's what it's called, the Dragon Rana. 1, 2, no! I will say this, though. We've had some wonderful matches that we've had. We've had some wonderful matches, dude. A forearm right to the back. And then, ooh, stomp right to the gut of Mai. And a jawbreaker. But yeah, no, I totally get it. Like, typing fast, though. That's happened to me. Ooh! Dropped on the upper part of her back. And then a tag back to Chun-Li. And then, uh-oh, Chun-Li. Hi, AJ. And, oh, well, of course, Diamond Sky came before Brandon Cuevas, so we'll have to, well, oh, man, I just promised Brandon he'd be up next, but I'll tell you what, after Brandon, your sister Diamond Sky will be up next, so we'll go with that. But it's good to see AJ. So, yeah, I kind of figured you were with family. I just wasn't sure. But it's good to see AJ Bro is here. And speaking of AJ, I will be celebrating his birthday special with Paper Tay and Rob. And as that happens, Chun-Li gets the victory. And for the time being, prevents the Dragon Hearts from getting a shot at the tag team titles. Not forever, but it's just for the time being they do. But the champions show why they are the champions. But I got to give credit to Kasumi and Emma. They did a great job. Oh, that'll be that'll be at Gold Rush, which is the next show. And they do have the title match there against these two. Well, yeah, it's AJ's birthday. I mean, well, technically his birthday had already passed, but AJ acknowledges that not everybody was going to be able to celebrate it during the weekday, so it would be celebrated the following weekend. So there you go. And that includes myself. Anyway, a 5-star match on the part of the tag team champions. Well, I did promise Brandon, so Brandon, what is the bonus match that you have in mind, my friend? If you're still here. Okay. And by all means, I imagine, and really, it's much appreciated that you did that. Okay, so Brandon, what's the match that you're gonna have? No holds barred against Jose. Okay. Well, it is a one-on-one match, though. Oh yeah, we. Oh yeah, the Royal Rumble was in Indianapolis, and of course our good friend Captain Danger was there. All right, let's get right to it then. Let me put this here. Let's see. I'll go with Jeremy Marcus as the referee for this. You could have chosen anyone else. Well, he could have, but he didn't. He chose Jose. And of course he's doing this. And of course he does this a show before he faces off against Nemesis. But yeah, brother versus brother is what we have on the show. No holds barred. All right, so Brandon Cuevas, we got that. And then after this, we will get to Diamond Sky. So AJ, your sister Diamond Sky will be up after this one. Good friends? They're not friends. They're brothers. They're literally brothers, dude. I don't know if you knew. Yeah, they're brothers. Like that's a shoot. That's not a gimmick. It's they're brothers. Wait, let me check here. Well, I do have you as part of. I have you as part of the Royal Rumble match for the AAA Mega Championship. Of course, Jose has a match of his own against Dragonheart Jr. And then, of course, Brandon has also challenged Nemesis. Of course, Brandon is taking a huge risk in doing this. Of course, that is the most Sawyer thing to say. Of course, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just... Oh, well, see, I wasn't going to say anything, AJ, but... Hold that thought. Well, in the case of AJ, he was willing to give up his AAA Mega Championship to get back in the hunt for the world title. So he simply, out of fairness, out of character, I kind of did do Jose Blanco dirty. But in order to get the match as far as Dragonheart Jr. is concerned, yeah, he's now back in the big picture. Of course, AJ is back in the big picture as well for Big Blue. Of course, AJ's now without the Mega Championship, but if anything, AJ made the AAA, the AAA Mega Championship mean something. So I got to give AJ credit to the point where people actually want a challenge for that championship, including Temple Plays and Spike Ryan. Like, AJ made the title mean something. I don't know. You tell me. Of course, AJ will have a match in order to win the championship back, should he be fortunate enough to actually win it. Oh, well, Carlos, Carlos, you're always in the hunt, albeit you're just on the cusp of it. But also, to be fair to AJ, I also did do him dirty as well. But like I said, AJ is back in the picture via giving up the Mega Championship, whereas in order for Dragonheart Jr. to get his match against Jose, I had to reinsert Jose back into the title picture as well. So that's how that happened. So as stated before, Jose will have his match against Dragonheart Jr. while Brandon will be facing off against Nemesis. So those are the two big matches to look out for at Gold Rush. I guess I can go over some of the matches at Gold Rush in a moment. Wait, 1, 2, no. Other matches include, yeah, I can see you oh. Do you see me crying? What? Wait, are you actually crying, or is that a rhetorical question that was directed at Jose? Anyway. See, look. Jesse and Spike Ryan want the AAA Mega title, but Nolan also want it too. And you're still putting a rules in front of me. But on the other hand, Jose, in character, by the way, not the real person, but to Jose the character. You made my life a living hell, so the least I can do is pay you back a little bit. But I did give you a shot. In fact, had you won, or at the very least, had you won and had you end up defending the title subsequently against AJ, then yeah, you'd be the champion right now. So to say I didn't give you a chance, I did. Perhaps maybe not the way you wanted it, but a chance nonetheless. Same thing with AJ. He could have won. Although, well, it looks like Jose's going to take it out on Brandon by pile driving him. Oh, you want to put the European title on the line? Hey, I'll do that for you. Of course, I was under the impression that, Nemesis was above titles, given that he's a monster. But hey, if you're willing to do it, I'm fine with that. I'm playing chess. Oh, and a BC cutter from out of nowhere, partly landed on the chair. 1, 2, no, kick out by Jose. Although Jose now in trouble, is going to have to focus on Brandon right now as he gets clobbered. 1, 2, no. Gun stun. Okay, sorry, gun stun. Of course, Jose using his speed, which he always had, but he's definitely built up his physique, because I remember when Jose was very skinny. I mean, Brandon was always big, but now Jose has definitely gotten jacked. Oh, the red universal title? Yeah, it's vacated. I haven't used it in a while, but if you want a challenge for it, you could. Although I do like chess, mainly Lego chess. You know, back when that... Oh, the jumping cutter was the gunstone. Okay. See, I didn't know. But while that happens, was about to go for the ripcord, but then Jose's got him up. But then, as impressive as the strength of Jose is, it's just as impressive the athleticism that the big Brandon Cuevas has. And now look at this. Jose going to use his strength to pick up a man that weighs 300 pounds. Oh, I'm sorry, 270 pounds. No, wait. Oh, sorry. 290 pounds, if not close to 300. Well, AJ, as much as you have a point, I wouldn't want to taunt Jose, as Jose beats out Brandon with the rail gun. Of course, before that happened, he hit the pile driver. Oh, 275 pounds. You know what? That does explain why he is athletic, is Brandon. Because I don't think a 300-pounder would have been able to do it, but 275? Oh, yeah, I can see that. Well, he took out a 275-pound man that is his brother.
Here is your winner, the Psycho Jose Bland.
Well, without question, Brandon will have to step up his game when he has to face off against Nemesis. But on the other hand, if you're Dragonheart Jr., you're going to have to step up your game to fight this man. Well, next up is Diamond Sky. So Diamond Sky is up next. So let's find out what Diamond Sky has to say, as Diamond Sky's on the list. Oh, Tate wants a... Okay. Now, I do have a stopping point, but so far we're doing good time. All right, we got that. Jose Cryblade. Yeah. Well, I'm certain that Jose will... I'm certain Jose will make you eat your words. If I know Jose, he's not going to take it very, very lightly. Oh, I already have you on the list there, Jose. I already got you on the list. Although sometimes you have to wonder, maybe Jose became the man that he is because of Brandon. Oh, what titles do you have? All right, I'll show you. I will show you. Hold on. Hey. There we go. So titles. Okay, so you have the Up Up Down Down Championship, and okay, so that's all you have. So you have the Up Up Down Down Championship, which you won recently. Oh, the left right title. Wait, where is it? Oh, right. Oh, and the wait. Did I just wait? Hold on. Left right. Oh, I'm such an idiot. You know what? I just realized. I made a mistake. I realized I made a mistake. The Up Up Down Down champion is actually Emma. Yeah, Emma's the champion. The Up Up Down Down champion, and that Diamond Sky is the left right champion. I had the titles mixed up, so that's my fault there. Oh, and then for Jade Cargill, she has, where is she? She has the WWE Women's Champion, but I use that as a way to have the division. I tried doing that with the actual championship, but what I find is that when I do that, it doesn't let me fulfill the division. I don't know why. So if anything, it's kind of like a prop, if nothing else. But we can always use. But we could use this championship, or yeah, we could use the classic WWE title. We could do that. Although I probably should have just removed the champion. There we go. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, so of the championships that the Warrior Empress has, she has the Blue Toad Wrestling Women's World Championship. Of course, she'll defend that against Carmelita. But then she also has, let's see, the 1v1 championship. So you could challenge her for that. Of course, there's also a 2v2 variation as well. And oh yeah. Well, of course, you'll have to take that from Mr. Rob Gamer. Oh, once again, I just realized I had... That's Emma who's the champion, damn it. There, Emma. Okay, alright. Oh, I forgot to hit the accept button. That was stupid of me. No, I already set it up. I just have to... The only thing I need to do is put the European title on the line. But no, I did get the falls. I actually... I booked it. I booked it. But I'll be sure to put the title on the line in addition to that. So that's all I need to really do. Okay, so now... Well, I do have more matches under custom, but what kind of match is this going to be between you and Warrior Empress? Oh yeah, and I also decided to make the Latin American Championship intergender, so men and women can fight for it. Okay, so Extreme Rules. Okay, 1-on-1. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. But okay, 2 out of 3 falls. Okay. I suppose you wouldn't mind falls count anywhere, but we'll... There we go. We'll do that. And since you guys respect each other, let's get some other weapons like a kendo stick. Okay, chair's fine. Trash can's fine. A stop sign. I'll keep a table, but I'll go with a guitar. There we go. And then for referees, we'll go with Victoria DeRico. Was that a marble? A marble. Marble? A marble. What marble? A marble. I'm not sure if you're talking about this. That's a tray. In the weapons. A marble. I mean, this is a basketball, and that's an apple, and that's an urn. But this is but that's a pancake tray. See, look, pancake tray. Or do you mean this bag here? Yeah, that's a tray. That's a tray. All right, I'll put a trash can instead here, or a table. I meant. But no, that's a tray from for the New Day. Yeah. Okay, so let me get Diamond Sky. I was so busy setting this up. Anyway. I mean, I guess I could see it as a marble, but I wasn't. But I was very confused as to what you meant by that. But I'm like, oh, okay, I could somewhat see it now. Now that you pointed it out. All right, so here's the Warrior Empress. I'll go with this look. Why not? Oh yeah, let me put the title on the line. And she is going up against the Blue Toad Wrestling Women's World Champion.
The following champion versus champion.
As we are live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So after this, the next person, well, it would have been Ezra, but again, Atticus is spending time with Kelly. So then the next person would have been, will be Violet. So we go from the mother and then later on to the daughter. Oh, well, I could put you in either Riley or Goku. Like, I could put you in the tag team division with either Riley, Goku, or I'm trying to remember. Oh, and Angelo. Those are the three people that are on your team. And then, of course, well, obviously, Dakota is the world champion, so, of course, you wouldn't be able to pick him. But yes, you can challenge for the tag team titles. You just have to pick a partner and we'll... Oh, never mind. Atticus is here. Well, in that case, Atticus, Ezra will be up next. But I wasn't sure if you were back or if you were busy or if you were still... or if you were having dinner or whatnot. Well, anyway, there you see Diamond Sky as she has the left-right championship. As she recently won it in a 5-person match. And as a matter of fact, she won it in an Extreme Rules match against the former champion Alexa Bliss, Liliana Ladrona, Nikki Bella, and Mai. But anyway, here's the double champion, the 1v1 champion, and the Blue Toad Wrestling Women's World Championship. And the world champion, the women's title was created by, of course, Alicia herself. She actually made that. Oh, well, Griffin is part of a different squad. In fact, he's part of the Gamer Squad. You're part of the Super Generation. That's the name of the... Okay, so you just got back, and you were able to meet Avery. Oh, Avery, Styles, and Shotzi. Well, that's awesome.
Introducing the
Well, I hope you had a good time.
Dallas, Texas, the left, right champion, the Queen Diamond Sky.
Well, there's Diamond Sky.
And her opponent from Delaware, the 1v1 ranked champion and the All-Star Women's World Champion, Warrior Empress.
Partner. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll put you and Riley together. I mean, I had Goku and Riley, but we'll see how Tennu and Riley does. I think you guys are going to do pretty well. Right. Absolutely, Tennu. Anyway, back to this match, though. And it... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me do this. I always do this with Iron Man matches and 2 out of 3 matches. 2 out of 3 fall matches, I should say. Excuse me. So you guys can see the score. Anyway, a series of kicks right to Warrior Empress. And of course, I believe I turned on False Count Anywhere just to make sure that... Yeah, I turned False Count Anywhere on, so... You know, mainly to speed things up a little bit. I believe Brody Lee's getting to be a big... You know, because I remember when he was a young lad, but yeah, now he's becoming a man now, much like his old man before him. It's just sad though that Brody Lee passed away when he did, because I honestly think that he was onto something. And now we got the pancake tray. Off the ropes. And now a series of kicks by the Warrior Empress. And then another Phoenix Splash, but well scouted by Diamond Sky. Oh yeah, the Bullet Legacy, as they call it. That would be something though if... Or they could join the Bullet Club, but with Carl Anderson as the OG member. Yeah, CJ Gallows, yeah. But yeah, if they joined up with Carl Anderson, with him as the leader, because he's the only OG member that would still be active, maybe. That would be cool. What do you mean I didn't hear? Alec Price is very good. I mean, yeah, of course he is good because the price is right. Oh! Stop! In the name of love! As Diamond Sky got hit with a stop sign. And then Diamond Sky... I guess walks away to catch her breath a little bit, and then a suplex right on the floor. And now it goes up to the Goes to the top. Oh! A leg drop, but landed on the floor on her butt. And then a pile driver. Or an endo driver. Of course, the color yellow is in that she's a survivor of endometriosis, whereas purple is her favorite color. I mean, I didn't like Bray Wyatt, but I respect the fact that he was a creative mind and that he, outside the business, he's a really cool guy. And that really, he, went out of his way to entertain people, even the kids. So for that, I do respect him for it. Main event was Otis versus Atticus Cogar? Oh, I'm sorry, Atticus Cogar and Otis. Wait, there's actually a wrestler with your name? Atticus Cogar. And 2 local talent from your local promotion at Magnum Pro Wrestling. And that your wife loves Rita Yamashita from GCW. She's back in Stardom now. Wait, 1, 2? No. Really? Wow, that's pretty cool that the man with your name actually is a world champion. You know what? I have an idea for next show, but I'll get back to this in a moment. Skybar, dang it. Well, Violet, your mother's doing everything she can, but you also have to know, Warrior Empress is not someone who will fall that easily. And you saw him win? Wait, were you there live, or did you watch it on TV? I mean, either way, that's pretty cool. Double axe handle onto the Warrior Empress, and referee out of position. 1, 2, no. That saved Warrior Empress, though. Sawyer Rex, she's so badass in GCW. No relation to Sawyer, though. So you were there live with Brandon and Kiyomi? And the endometriosis cutter. GCW Dream on 2000. I might have to look up the highlights and see if they're up there. The funny part is that 4 of the wrestlers at the show share first and last names with characters I know in the DWS. That's insane. Of course, okay, so you have Atticus, but then I'm trying to remember the others. 1, 2, and a pin onto Diamond Sky, and Warrior Empress gets the first fall. And then a Shining Wizard onto Warrior Empress. And then sent onto the floor. But right now, Warrior Empress has the first fall. And gutbuster right to Diamond Sky. Oh, the Facebook and Twitter side? Oh, okay. A female with your name, Sawyer Wreck, Ultraviolet Champion. Okay. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Warrior Empress gets the Diamond Destroyer by Diamond Sky. And to tie the match, 1, 2, and she kicked out. I don't know how Warrior Empress kicked out, but it just shows why she is the Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. And now Diamond Sky goes for a submission, but Warrior Empress not going to give it up. Then a jumping drop kick. And then I got to come up with a name for that, but an underhook facebuster or a jumping underhook facebuster. But Diamond Sky picks up the kendo stick. Oh, but then Diamond Sky, nope, gets a Dragon Twist Cutter for her trouble. That might do it. 1, 2, 3, and Warrior Empress is still the 1v1 champion. Joe Gacy is now Joseph Sawyer and is apparently your cousin. Okay. But I give her credit. I give credit to Diamond Sky. There, and right here, I thought this would have for certain tied the match up. And yet, Warrior Empress showed us why she is the world champion. She kicked out of it. And then she hits a Dragon Twist Cutter to get the second consecutive fall and win. But that should take nothing away from Diamond Sky.
Here is your winner, and still the one
As she builds momentum
ranked
going into her fight with Carmelita Fox.
Empress.
No, but when you do ask for it, at least you make it count. So the four, well, I still call it, well, I consolidated the 4 kings and queens, so now it's the 4 toads. Although some people are not a fan of that name, so I guess I could call, you know, let's have a poll. Because I meant to do this before. Yeah, those are the 3 best ones. All right. But as for who holds the 4, well, the now current 4 Toads titles, I'll show you. I will show them. And as a matter of fact, you might be surprised at who is holding them, considering your relationship with this person. Well, I'm not, or quad stars, maybe, but I also put 4 stars there, so. Anyway, let's get right to, where is it? Oh, quad, yep. There they are, right here. So we have Colton Richards, Isabella, Dolmada, and Paper Tay. Of course, the big surprise is that Dolmada is one of the champions. So if you want to fight him and the others, of course, they are going to defend the titles at Gold Rush. But if you want to have your name as one of the challengers, by all means, if you want to challenge one of them, or have a tag team match, or a 3-on-3 match, or a 4-on-4 match, let me know, and we'll go for it. But yeah, these are the people that have the championship right now. Let me see. Okay, it's still tied. Okay, so it's you v. Revy. Oh. To try to earn a shot? All right. But then what kind of match will it be? And also, I should also mention, you could also challenge the championships or have them contested in matches like, say, a Bloodline Rules match, so that you can involve every single member, but have it under one-on-one rules, so you could do that. You could also go for a War Games match or a traditional Survivor Series-like match. I'm just asking what kind of 4-on-4 match would you like to have, my friend, is what I'm trying to get at. Yep, absolutely. The Diamond World Order, as well as its sister group, the Diamond World Order Nova. Okay, you got it. I'll put it together. Although that's going to be the longest match, but I could do it. I could do it. Uh, but yeah, as often as stated before, actually, what I could do is this: I'll do the match, but then after that, I might not have enough time to do another proper match. But I could do a final match that will involve those who hadn't had a fight yet, and that includes guys like Tenu, Carlos, Temple plays, among others. Skip entrances. All right, we could do that. But even still, we'll do that as a final match. Okay, so let's go to the Blue Toad Arena. We'll do that, and I'll even give Jose a chance to fight too. But yeah, don't think for a moment I didn't forget about you there, Jose. Don't worry. Oh, well, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Oh, you don't want a match. Oh, okay. See, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. It's, what was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Ezra. Of course, we'll see him fight for the title. So we have Ezra. Okay, well, if that's the case, Jose, I will save you. I will save you. Not to say I wasn't going to do that, but I'll keep you off for the time being. Aside from the fact that you were challenged by your brother, but that's another story. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Levi. I was so busy talking. I apologize there. Levi. Yeah, we'll go with that. Thank you for reposting it. I appreciate that. Revy. Or so he says, but again, of course, Jose would beg to differ. But that's not for me to say there, young Tate. Oh yeah, that's right, V. Thankfully, V's a very... Yeah, V. We'll go with that. Well, I can still give you... I can still put you in that final match. So, but I could save your bonus match. Oh yeah, and also I could put Tate and Goku in it too. Because that's what I do. I want to give people a chance. But anyway, let's get through this. Oh yeah, that's right. It is Isabella. And then it was, oh yeah, Colton Richards. Oh, and Violet too. I'll have to look back at my list again, but yep, Violet too. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. Tomura. And of course we can't forget Temple. And I'll even throw in your woman. Tammy plays. Your Temple plays, but your woman is Tammy plays. Oh yeah, let me put this. Oh, your Sawyer's cousin. Okay, let me turn off the entrances. Make sure everything else is good. Let me put this at fast. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, so Violet and Vera and Colton are Sky's kids, whereas Jenny and Tate are AJ's kids. I should point that out. So, of course, the now four Toads champions, but that could change at the end of this match. So what I will do is that at the end of the match, I will end off the poll, and whichever name wins, I will change it, or if it just so happens to be four Toads, I will keep it. 1? No. So, of course, this is under Survivor Series rules, so you get eliminated by pinfall, submission, knockout, or countout, or disqualification. But unfortunately, the referee just got knocked out, and a misstep there by V. Anyway, absolutely, I agree there, Mr. Tenu. Anyway, a kick right to the head. And a moonsault. And a pin. 1? No. I will say this, though. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over the matches. I was so busy talking, I forgot to mention some of the matches that we'll get to see. The likes of the Dragon family with Kaiser Heart and Dragon Heart fighting the Diamond World Order with Diamond Light and Najee. You'll also get to see Vera Richards, along with the rest of the Dragon Flowers, take on Isabella, as the currently four Toads championships will be defended in a Bloodline Rules match. It's just that Isabella will defend on behalf of the team, and Vera Richards will fight to look to win the titles. Other matches will include the Starlight Crusaders taking on the Asian Alliance. But also Tenu Miyalagan will finally get to settle the rivalry with Joshua James, as well as Brandon Cuevas going head-to-head with Nemesis. Jose Blanco goes up against Dragonheart Jr. And then here's one. The Mushroom Kingdom Championship will be defended by Rose Tagaya as she defends against Goku Blue himself. Yes, Goku gets to fight for the Mushroom Kingdom Championship. You'll also get to see Andromeda defend the Intercontinental Championship against Jamar. And you'll also get to see Carmelita Fox take on the Warrior Empress for the Women's World Championship. And for the men's title, Ezra Black will be in the main event to face off against the champion, Dakota. So those are the matches that we will have going in. Aurelia? Wait, who's Aurelia? Aurelia. Arya Black's birth mother? Oh! You mean the woman who got turned to stone? Or at least that's what I heard from Arya Black. Oh! Anyway. Well, I would say something, but I'm going to keep it PG then. All right, now a tag to her twin brother. I can't even talk. A tag to her twin brother, Levi Utaker, and now he goes after Domada and delivers an Alabama Slamma on him on the floor. But he's got to be careful not to get counted out. Sky freed you a few days ago. Wow. Oh, yes, and then, of course, AJ vacated the AAA Mega Championship, but the likes of Spike Ryan, Nolan, Jesse Jackhammer, and a couple of others have a chance to win it. But AJ also has a chance to win it back. But also in that match is Temple Place himself. Yes, Temple Place will be making his official debut at Gold Rush. And then, major pile driver, and then attack to Revy. Of course, Revy and Isabella are no strangers to each other. Aww. I'm just playing chess for Big Blue. 1, 2. Oh, almost got caught. Also, welcome to the show, Miss Autism Carol. And then, and then an I factor by Isabella. Then a quick tag to Tomura. Only for Tomura to get thrown over the top rope. Nope, countered. And back inside the ring they go. So you have family against family. I mean, really, the only odd one out is, Paper Tay. Of course, Paper Tay is there to. Of course, Paper Tay, did her part. No, it's not for the Four Toads titles. It's really for a shot at the titles. So, in other words, if Ezra's team, that would be Ezra, V, U-Taker, and Revy. Revy, of course, is the one with the tail. If that team wins, they get a shot at the titles in the future, regardless of whether the champions currently are still the champions by that point. Anyway, nope, broken up. When you're here, you're family. We are family. I got all my sisters and my brothers with me. We are family. Yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it. Anyway, now set into the corner is Tomura. And the odd thing is that Tomura is going to have to fight, the love of his life, his wife, Rose, as she and the others will be challenging for the titles. But it's going to come down to a one-on-one match between Isabella and Vera. Mainly so I can give Vera the spotlight, but also because the other members have other matches. Like, Rose has a match, Andromeda has 2 matches, and then Violet has a match of her own. So it was like, well, it's only fitting that I give Vera the chance to fight for the titles. So that's what it was. Oh, if I was in this division, I wouldn't know who to team up with. Well, hey, that's actually a good problem, It's like, once you do find a team for you to team up with, hey, any 4 people could go after the titles. You could have 4 individuals. You could have a tag team and 2 individuals. You could have a trio and an individual. You could have 2 tag teams, or you could have a full-blown 4-person team. Those are just the possibilities, really. But now you have Tomura and Ezra fighting each other. Of course, Tomura has the slight advantage in terms of experience. And then the detonation kick, and then a pin. 1? No, only a 1. But as the match continues, you have to think about, whoa! And now Tomura using his sorcery. I mean, yeah, he's the Wolf Knight of Osaka, but that's not to say he couldn't use any, black magic. Of course, I don't have a black magic woman. Got a black magic woman. If you know the song, you know. Anyway, attack to Levi. And then Levi with a stop right to the leg. However, Levi gets right back on his feet again. Back elbow and whoa! What a cutter! Tomura went through a lot last year. He's not afraid to use dirty tactics now and again. Yeah, I mean he's a far cry from where he started. Like he used to be a little guy. But now he's a big guy. Well, maybe not big in terms of like tall or overly muscular, but he's certainly not as small as he used to be. In fact, you could say he's a well put together young man. But now you have him and V. And a back body drop onto V. And then off the ropes and wow, nice tilt-a-whirl arm drag. And now V's gonna wow, look at the power of V. No wait. The Candy Clash. The Candy Clash. Oh, but does not go for the pin. That might be a mistake, though. Oh, well, I'll let Atticus answer that. But as that happens, V using her athleticism. Oh, Azrael also went? I didn't know that. And then a palm smash. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, after this match, we will have the final match, and again, we'll feature everyone that either didn't have a match or didn't have a match proper as before then, except for Jose, since he said he didn't want a match. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to force him to do it. But that was really wonderful, though. Yeah. Well, I guess, well, I'll have to talk about it off camera, though. But, yeah, V is definitely a good mix of sugar and spice and everything nice. Although you get to see the sugar and everything nice side of her. But, of course, then, of course, there's the spice and everything not so nice side about her. Of course, when you see that version of her, it's usually against someone she doesn't like. But here, you know, she does like those from the other side, though. Apparently, she's both their favorite wrestler in all of the Wow, I did not know that. I mean, I knew that V was popular. I mean, obviously, I saw potential in what V could do, as V is not someone that you come across every day. Anyway, back elbow by Isabella. Of course, you have Isabella and Colton Richards as an item, and I got to say, they make for a great couple because they truly care for each other. Anyway, a spinning back kick onto Isabella. One. No. Then a back elbow. But as the match goes on, you'd have to think about, like, the toll that it's going to take on everybody here. And then another spinning back kick. A spinning heel kick, excuse me. And now, well, Ezra made a mistake. He was too busy taunting. And now you have a tag to a very fresh Paper Tay based on the YouTuber of the same name, of course, and is going to go for an armbar, but, well, Isabella's not the legal competitor, though. And now, Paper Tay going to use that. Whoa! Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but Paper Tay just showed us how athletic she is when her size would otherwise tell you that she isn't, but she really is. It just goes to show looks can be deceiving. Well, that's definitely using your head. A tag to Colton Richards. And Colton manages to stop Ezra from tagging out. But then Colton gets sent into their corner. And then a dragon screw. I mean, I will say this though. In real life, she has been exercising her legs in the sense of flexibility. And as that happens, now sent into the champion's corner, and then a tag to Paper Tay. And now Paper Tay's going to get launched right to Ezra. And now Ezra in trouble. The last thing you wanted to do was... And now look at the strength of Tay. And Ezra is not... and Ezra is a huge man. And yet she picked him up like he was nothing. But, of course, Ezra is a very powerful man. So it just goes to show the strength that Tay has implemented. Look at the strength again. Although the athleticism to reverse it. 1. No, wait, reversed. 1. 2. No. 1. No. And a series of punches right to Ezra, and then a quick tag to Revy. Although Revy with a punch of her own. And now has her in... I'm not sure what she calls it, but whatever it is, couldn't keep it up. And then, ooh, nice athleticism. But then Paper Tay using her power. Again, the power that she has and the speed that she has. Just insane athletics, though. Grayson Waller. You know, I might actually bring him in, since I actually didn't bring him in to the roster. But I'll bring him in after that pipe bomb. That was incredible. I'll give him that. Anyway, a spin kick right to Paper Tay. So better. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Actually, you'll have to talk to Spike Ryan about it. But as it happens, you have Levi and Tay. And then, whoa! The power of Paper Tay to just throw him like a piece of paper. And Levi's no small man either. You know, that's the sad thing, was the fact that he was right. Ooh. Although if I was to bring in any AEW people, like, who are some of the ones that you'd love to see? 1? No. Broken up. And then a big boot. But then dragged away from the ropes is Levi. Oh, went for the stomp with those heels. But then Levi sends her right into the corner. Oh, yeah, Tekla is definitely one I could bring in. But what about the men? I know some people will say Kenny Omega, but I could also make an argument for someone like Andrade, but then again, he was in WWE, so I highly doubt that you guys want him. Unfortunately, TNA is kind of in the spot that WWE's in, a company that is not very well liked. Tommaso Ciampa, although he's actually in this game, but that was before he was released. So I could bring him in. All right, so now you have V and Tay. I was so busy thinking about who I could bring in. Now, don't get me wrong, I do miss the TNA that was great when, before Joel Silva took over. Honestly, like, he's the reason that it was ruined. And it's a shame that, management went with him instead of, Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore really was the guy that brought TNA back to relevance, and yet they stupidly let him go. Little did I know that was going to be the domino effect of it all, really. But anyway, Paper Tay just got put in a sticky situation, and she couldn't get out of it. In fact, you could say that she was caught in a trap. She couldn't walk out. Chris Jericho. I mean, if this was like prime Chris Jericho, I would have said absolutely. Though I'll consider other people like. Oh yeah, one of my new favorites is Speedball Mike Bailey. Although now in a sticky situation is Isabella. Although Isabella gets out of the sticky situation and elbows V in the face. So far Paper Tay has been eliminated. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was considering MJF, but then I'm like, well, I know not everybody likes him, so I thought, nah. The Fortune and beer. Well, I can half agree with that. Like the beer money era, like we're talking 2007 to 2010 or 2009. Like that, to me, that was my favorite era of TNA, honestly. And even before that, like with like 2004, 5, 6, 7, and 8, of course. Ooh, and a slap right towards Isabella. And a suplex. And now Ezra pulls Isabella away. Bobby Lashley. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was part of both TNA and is now part of AEW, yeah. Hey, welcome back, Super DK guy. 1, 2. No, kick out by Isabella. So far, only one person that has been eliminated, and that's Paper Tay. But yeah, like the two people that I've connected with, like both the villain and the good guy, respectively, you know, Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey, the former the former tag team partners. And that's just on the men's side. But that's just me, though. But I'll think of other people. But as that happens, Isabella has been eliminated, and now we're down to a 4-on-2 situation. And a pin onto Colton. 1, 2. Nope. Well, if Colton and Tomura are going to come back from this, they got to... Ooh, Wendy's. Ooh. Obviously, you know, VU Taker. So this was before she married Corvinus. So this was like when she was still U-Taker here. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel bad about this, Tenu, but no worries though. I do have you as part of the main card there, Mr. Tenu. I'm very sorry about that, man. Well, out goes Colton Richards. Okay, no worries. But like I said, you're fully booked on Gold Rush. So it all comes down to Tomura Tagaya and all of the prospective challengers. And now goes for Undertaker? But if you're asking about something out of nowhere, then that would be Randy Orton. But the guy with the tombstone, that was Undertaker. And then another palm strike, and that might do it. 1, 2, no, he kicked out. Tomura just on instinct, but how much more can he take? Yeah, it was Undertaker. Okay, cool. And now going for a power bomb. Into the House of Black Cutter, then attack to Revy. Now Revy, what you gonna do? Oh, I know what to call it. The claptrap. The claptrap. You know, because that's the kind of thing that traps animals. Except this is an animal that uses a trap. A claptrap onto Tomura, and that finishes him off. I can't talk. Apparently, I have rented lips. So we now have new challengers. So let me put them down. If I can find it.
Here are your winners, Dawn Impress, the unpredictable, unbreakable Wolf Princess, Natalya.
There we go.
The Extreme Wolf.
All right, let's end the poll. So the winning vote is the 4 aces, which makes sense given that, before I consolidated the 4 kings and queens championships and called them the 4 toads titles, it absolutely makes sense given that, kings and queens are part of playing cards, as are aces. And aces can be anything. They can be men, they can be women. Well, from a genetic standpoint, at least. But that is true. So the next time you'll see them, they'll be called the 4 aces. I mean, Dragon Gate's a great show, but it's not the only one. But I give credit to those who watch Dragon Gate, though. But I do feel bad for Tennu, though. But, well, I guess I can put him in the match and say, hey, Tennu, you were in the final match of the show. Clockwork, what? Oh, well, you know what? Hold that. Actually, Super DK, don't go away. I got a surprise for you. Oh, no. And, of course, Clockwork, you son of a... Oh, my gosh. I don't know why you did that to Tate. And Okay, so let me look at the people that are here. So I have... Let me count this. So I got Violet. Yeah, I got Violet. I got Tennu. I could put Spike Ryan in there. I could put Atticus in there. I could put Sly Cooper again, so that's 5. Jesse, Carlos, Temple Plays, Goku, Naji, and then Tate. And then I could also put Undertaker and Clockwork in there. So, all right, so that's 13 right there. And then I'll put 7 other people in there. All right, so we'll make it a 20-person Rumble to end off the show on a high. And in fact, we'll go to Night of Champions, since that's where we're gonna go. Oh, and I did say Carlos. Okay, yeah, Carlos. Okay, let's start with where is it? Okay, so we'll start with. So we'll dedicate this to Mr. Tennu Miyalagin. And Naji's here too. Thank you. I don't know if Goku's here, but I'll let him know. Yep. Okay, so let me let's put the people in here first. Okay. Well, first let's take out the people that are not going to be in it. Okay. All right, so let's go with. So we'll start with Tate Carlson, Temple Plays, Violet Utaker, and then let's see. Or actually, wait. Sly already had a match, and then I know that Carmelita's going to have a match of her own. I know, I could put Angela in there. Give her some action. Okay, Atticus, that's another one. Carlos Larry. Oh yeah, I forgot. Captain Danger's here. I'll put him in there. And then Clockwork. Let's see. Oh yeah, Goku. I don't know if Goku's still here. Oh yeah, here's Hijo de Tirantes, and he definitely looks a lot like his dad nowadays, as opposed to when I first saw him. He was a strapping young man. Okay, here's Jesse Jackhammer. I'm just starting with the people that I know will be in it before I put anybody else in. Uh, okay. Oh yeah, I got Lucian back. Oh yeah, here's Naji. Can't forget him. And then Spike. Yeah, I could put Spike back in again. Oh yeah, and Tammy plays. I can't forget her. Okay, now let me get one other person, and that man is the Undertaker. Now I'm not sure which Undertaker you're the most familiar with. You know, because the Undertaker I remember was the '03 version, because you know that's when I started watching wrestling. But obviously his commercial prime was in '98, and then 13 was awesome. But then, of course, there was him when he was. Yes, I created Tammy. Well, I actually took a creation of someone who named Tammy, and I just simply renamed her, but also gave her some extra stuff. The cowboy hat, okay. So we'll put him in there. We'll put him in there. Okay. And unless I'm missing anybody else. Oh, Jenny? Jenny wants in on this? Okay, Jenny. So yeah, that's Jenny. That's AJ's baby girl. Okay. But let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I believe Neela was in there. Yeah. Put you in? I already have you in. I have you in. All right, so I got you in. Let's see. I don't know if AJ wants in, but if he does, let me know. If not, I'll put some other stars in there. Like even WWE people, or maybe somebody from the AAA. Okay, AJ says yes. All right. Oh, we still have more. Well, if you're familiar with the Undertaker, there's a good chance you're probably familiar with. Well, Jose said he didn't want to fight. Jose said he didn't want to fight. Well, all that really means is that he doesn't get any money. That's all that's all that happens, is that he doesn't get no money. Let's see. Well, of course, whatever. Well, oh, Psycho Sarah wants in. Well, hey, if she wants in, it's fine. Or Wally, yeah. Although, well, Wally's not here, but okay. So Sarah Richards is. I could put her in. Let me see, Sarah, where is she? Oh, okay. I guess I can put in Jose then. Or I could put in Lucian, you know, just because I know Violet wants her Lucian. Or not. Should the winner get something? Yeah, I can consider that. At least a push. That is, if said person didn't already have one, but yeah. Is that all we want for Angela? All we want is for Angela to live in a world where she does not have to worry about clockwork, says both of them. Oh no. Violet, are you going to turn into the She-Hulk? And then proceed to rip his head off? Or actually, I don't even know what your powers are. I probably don't even want to know. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That's Shulky's job. Okay. Well, let's make this... Wait. Let me see. Do I have a championship? Let me see. I'm going to see if I have a championship lying around. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, never mind. Okay. And then I haven't seen Monk in a while. Hey, what's up, Monk? All right. So this is the final match of the show. And who knows? Maybe Undertaker wins this. You never know. But on the other hand, who knows what we're going to wind up with?
Rumble match. The two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 20 superstars...
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask Mr. Super DK guy is if I was to come up with a character of you, what would you want to look like? I probably should have asked that. Not that I've made your character, but if I ever do, let me know. Undertaker's your second goat? Well, starting the match is Jenny Carlson.
Introducing the participants. First, from Dallas, Texas, Angel Jenny.
Well, let's just say that Jose has made Violet, as long as it's inspired by DK. Oh yeah, as long as I have like the tie, maybe the hair, or at the very least your gear is brown, but has some red. Like I can give you like some brown attire, to match the fur, but with red accents. Monk is basically Monk is a friend of he's a friend of Odds and Triple Beat. Like he's one of their friends, and as well as a friend of Kyle. Well, Kyle Young and DC Twitch. So he's one of their friends. That's how I know who Citizen Monk is, really. Okay. Well, I'm certain that somebody's made him, but we'll see. Well, there's Najee, and we get to see his solo entrance.
New Jersey, weighing in at 270 pounds, Nadine.
Well, here's Najee, who we saw in that street fight earlier. Of course, he's going to represent DWO along with AJ. And AJ says, Najee, be careful. That's my daughter you're fighting. Yep. Jenny recently turned 18, so she did sign the contract, as did Tate. And of course, Nachi doing the Orton pose. Oddly enough, Randy Orton actually had recently got a victory over Paper Tay in an Inferno match, actually, if I can remember correctly. In fact, absolutely she did. Anyway, match underway. Here we go. Nice leg sweep. So yeah, I could sweeten the deal for whoever wins this match. Say if Undertaker wins, I'll be certain to feature him more on the show. And now look at the strength of Jenny to be able to pick the man up. I mean, the man is 260 pounds. Oh, I'm sorry, 270 pounds, and that's in muscle. And here's Tenu Miyalagin. And she did it again. But then, Tenu, he tried to get to Jenny, but Jenny was too quick, but not quick enough to not get clotheslined. But she turns it around and takes out the blue tiger. And number 4 is Clockwork. We saw him attack Tate. And now it looks like Jenny's going to take it out on Clockwork instead. All right. Oh. Well, out goes Nachi at the hands of the Blue Tiger. But then gets a hold of Jenny with his paws. Wait, you have to go to work? Oh, shit. And next up is Sarah Richards. Meanwhile, Clockwork going to look to eliminate Tenu. Nice. All right, so the women fighting the women and the men fighting the men for the moment. Number 6 is Goku. Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot to let Goku know. Where's Goku? Well, Goku and... I forgot to share this with Goku. Anyway, so Goku and Sarah both double team to take out Jenny. But as that happens, here is Temple Plays himself. Only for him to get clobbered by Clockwork. Yep, it's you, all right. Yep, there's Goku. And the AJ shakes his head. Wait, why is that, AJ? Or is it because Jenny got eliminated? Anyway, number 8 is Jesse Jackhammer. Although Goku is still on the apron. Jenny, why did you go wee? Dad, you went wee too. I'm not gonna continue. Anyway, Clockwork doing some work on. Oh really? Wait, you're gonna fight Goku? Number 9 is Undertaker himself. It's Undertaker. Let's see who he goes after now. Well, he's going after Tennu. Nope, now he goes after Clockwork. Oh, Undertaker went over the top, but he did not go onto the floor. But now it's Tennu. Oh, no, wait, that's Rose. I thought you were somebody else. No, that's Rose the guy. I'm so sorry. I misread your name. My bad. No, that's Rose the Gaia, who is indeed going to face off against Goku for the Mushroom Kingdom title, as Spike Ryan is up now. My mistake there, Rose. Oh, and I don't know if you saw that, but Goku just got kicked in the head, and then a tombstone pile driver onto Sarah Richards, the Black Rose, a DBS reference. Oh, okay. And as that happens, Tennu Miyalagan just got eliminated. Actually, hang on. Let me do this. Can I go to the stage? No. Okay, there we go. I wanted to make the camera face the stage, but also so that it didn't always cut away from the action. There we go. Now that works. And Sarah eliminates Jesse Jackhammer. Yeah, that's kind of the drawback of Rumble matches. Yeah, I still have that the footage there, Jenny. Although I don't know if your uncle or your dad would approve. Sorry, not uncle. I'm thinking of someone else. But anyway, Spike Ryan looking to eliminate The Undertaker, but yeah, Undertaker just too strong at this point. And number 11 is Tate Carlson, and he now has a chance to get his hands on not Goku, but Clockwork, and then the last ride onto Sarah Richards. And Sarah Richards gets eliminated by The Undertaker. And then Temple Place just got tossed around by Clockwork. Meanwhile, Undertaker gets a buckle bomb. Oh, well, here's some help for Clockwork, and that's Neela. Oh, now she goes after Tate. And a powerbomb on a Temple Place. Oh, wow. And hello to Iron Smasher. And then Goku just got tombstone pile driven by The Undertaker. I guess if there's anyone supernaturally that can match power with Goku, it had to be The Undertaker, and he eliminates Goku. So far, Undertaker doing pretty well. But you could also give the same credit to Clockwork. Number 13 is Jose Blanco making his second appearance. As Tate looking to eliminate Temple Plays. And now the two co-conspirators are fighting each other now. Neela and Clockwork. I guess it is every person for themselves, huh? Everyone for each other, really. Everyone gang up on Jose. So Clockwork just got eliminated by Neela, of all people. Well, now Neela goes after Temple Plays. Although I give Temple Plays a lot of credit for hanging in there. And number 14 is AJ himself. So now you get to see father and son in the ring. As Spike Ryan just got eliminated by Tate. And a temple cutter onto Jose Blanco. And now father and son had a little spat, but it gets broken up by Temple Plays. And then Neela eliminates The Undertaker. And now we have Tammy Plays. So now you'll have husband and wife in there now. And now she's going after him. Oh, but before she could do that, Tate stopped her. And now they start fighting each other. Yeah, he did. Well, I mean, of course, he's The Undertaker. Granted, this was The Undertaker that was past his physical prime, so maybe if this was his younger self, he probably would have lasted even longer, but even then, he was still dangerous even at that age. All right, well, now she gets to fight Jose, and Neela fights Temple Plays. And meanwhile, the father and son are still fighting. And number 16 is Captain Danger. And then a jumping kick onto Captain Danger, but now Tate shifts his focus over to Jose Blanco. And a powerbomb onto Jose. Number 17 is Atticus Black. So what a... And Tammy just eliminated Jose. Let me go thing. What? Who are you calling a thing? Well, anyway, Tammy eliminated Jose. And Atticus eliminated AJ. Atticus just eliminated AJ. And now he's going after his son. But then the son turns it around. Uh-oh. Now the two women are going to fight each other now. Well, for the moment they were. And can you believe... And also, Temple Plays is still in there, but so is Tate. And Tammy still is in. But now Tate going to look to eliminate Captain Danger, but nope, he stayed in. Oh, now the two Plays are fighting each other, Tammy and Temple. And then Temple gets eliminated by Tammy. Number 18 is Carlos Larry. What a lucky draw for him. But there's still two people left to go. And then Atticus eliminates Tammy. But a wonderful show by Tammy, though. Number 19 is Angela. I mean, of course, Neela is still in there. But for the moment, she'll have to deal with Carlos. Meanwhile, Captain Danger looking to eliminate Atticus. But give credit to Tammy and and Temple plays. They lasted quite a bit. And then a super kick to Carlos. And number 20 is Violet Utaker. So Violet got the lucky number 20. Well, she didn't get a chance to get her hands on Jose, but she'll have a chance to win this match. I appreciate that, given the fact that we had to do a part 2, which sucks, but it is what it is. Anyway, Neela inadvertently saved by Tate. I don't think Tate intended to save Neela. Ooh, back elbow. All right, so now we're down to our final, let me see, 1, 2, 3. We're down to our final 7. It's either going to be Neela, Carlos Larry, Angela Cooper, Atticus Black, Captain Danger, but unfortunately Carlos Larry gets eliminated by Angela. And Tate Carlson. And now Atticus sent to the ropes. And then Violet gets sent over the top, but nope. Violet too strong at this point. And of course, Atticus with the power. And then Violet trying to hold on. Meanwhile, Tate going after his Uncle Atticus. Well, takes out Uncle Atticus for the moment. But Violet fights back. Uncle Atticus goes over the top, but no, he stayed in. And then a deep 6, or end of days, I guess, onto Violet. Now we're down to 6. But I gotta say, whoever wins this match is gonna truly earn it. And a spin kick to Violet. End of days, okay. So I will say that as far as Captain Danger, I mean, he already has the opportunity to fight for the World Championship at the next, well, not at the next one, but at the Super Show known as Summerfest, which is our SummerSlam show, which is in 2 Super Shows time. Oh, I see. And then the stun gun onto Captain Danger. And then Tate gets eliminated by Neela. As Neela just sticks it right to Tate. But I will say this, though. Tate had a great showing. As did Angela as she gets eliminated. But now we're down to Violet, Captain Danger, Atticus, and Neela. But I got to give credit to Tate. He lasted a long time. And Angela did pretty well as well, but it was Tate who had the longest run. And then thrown over the top? Nope. Oh, now Neela goes after Atticus and drops him on his head. and a head scissors takedown on the Violet. Oh, but then gets grabbed by Captain Danger. And meanwhile, Captain Danger's going to send her out. And is going to send her flying. She's out. So now we're down to Atticus, Captain Danger, and Violet, as Violet just gets hit with another End of Days. And then Atticus throws her over the top, and a shoulder tackle to eliminate Violet. It took 2 men to do that. But now we're down to Captain Danger, although Captain Danger gets thrown out, and Atticus is the winner. I mean, I guess if there was any way to force Violet out, I guess it was going to take 2 men. Either that or out. Yeah, I guess so, but it was every person for oneself, so that's what it was. But on the other hand, I guess Violet can take solace in the knowledge that Neela didn't win, that Clockwork didn't win, and that Jose didn't win. But that if she wanted somebody else besides herself to win, it had to have been Atticus. I don't know. What does Violet think about this? Oh, that was nice to return the fist bump there. But congratulations to Atticus. Oh, you stole my elimination? Oh, yeah, I could see that. I mean, she was thrown over the top by 1 man, and then the other man just shoulder tackles her, and that's how she gets out. So it just goes. So at least Violet was protected in the elimination there. But hey, it just goes to show how tough she was to get out. But congratulations to Atticus. I mean, of course, Atticus is currently the tag team champion, but I do look to move him up. Just a rough, not a problem, my friend. But you did pretty well, though, Najee. I mean, of course, you had the luck of the draw, which was the fact that you drew number 2, but really, Tate had the longest time in there. And then Undertaker did pretty well in the time that he was in there. As Super DK guy would testify. Speaking of Super DK guy, that's going to do it for our show. Until tomorrow, I will be back in a little less than 12 hours from now. I'm definitely going to get some sleep. And until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed the W stream for what it was. And of course, tomorrow it will be a celebration of AJ's birthday, and then on Sunday will be Gold Rush. So instead of having it on a Saturday, it'll be on a Sunday. So just keep that in mind. Now, if for whatever reason anything changes to where I have to move the Super Show to the next weekend after that, I will keep you posted. Until then, Did You 22 signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Absolutely. All right.